Yeah, I know. This is a prelude to the video. I'm just watching. I'm just scrolling through some. I'm just creating a thumbnail, and I'm just scrolling through some of the videos on narrowboating, and there's a handful of people on there that are genuine. One in particular that is fantastic. Another guy who is absolutely terrific. There's a live stream that is brilliant. I think it's absolutely first rate. But there's a lot of rubbish. Maybe including my channel as well. But I tell you what, Shala, I live the gentle life. And I cruise the canals, and I'm moored up in a marina now. But you know what? I've never had any hassle out there. I don't know what. These thumbnails, just check them out. Make your own mind up. But I'll tell you from my perspective as a liveaboard, as somebody who's lived on the canals for 9 years, nothing ever happens. It's a gentle life. That's why I chose it. And I chose to live in a community of people that have a similar outlook and a similar way of thinking. Now, if you're going to go on the cut and you're going to moor up in a town, or moor up for half an hour in a town or an hour, just know that you're mooring up in a town and not generally amongst like-minded people. But if you're going to moor up for a week at a time, or a day, or a night, make sure you do your due diligence first. Rant over, now on with the video, where nothing happens. Nothing. Nada. It's break time. Wow. And what better way to spend it than walking down the canal? So I'm driving through Foxton as I work in the local area, and it's my lunch break, and I saw Swing Bridge Lane. Curiosity got the better of me. Why wouldn't it? I love the canals, I love living on the canals, and the opportunity to walk down the canal anywhere where I might be working is an opportunity I'm not going to miss. So there's no boat going through here today, unfortunately, and I work with infrastructure. I just wanted to take a look. Fascinating, isn't it? And with Foxton Locks one way and Market Harborough Basin the other, maybe this is the subject of a future video. And this most certainly is. Ooh, welcome to a windy river soar. It's a bit cold today. So here I am at Kegworth Shallow Flood Lock, about to bring you another exciting instalment. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing to my channel. No, this is the subject of another video. Navigation closed. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. And welcome to a channel that is dedicated to the gentle life. If it's a little bit of humour you're looking for, a little bit of an argy-bargy, then you have definitely come to the right place. And if you're new to my channel, I live on board a 57-foot narrowboat. She's a Heron. She was manufactured in Huddersfield in 2001. And amazingly, she has everything on board you would expect to find in a house. The only difference is we do it floating on the water. And the only other difference is that we can change our views whenever we see fit. We can cruise the canals, we can go static in a marina. There are many different options when living on a narrowboat. And if this is your first time viewing the channel, I've moved and am now moored up for winter. So we're in the belly of the beast now. Winter is here. Yeah. Changing the gas supply over. 9-month supply there. Did I mention coal? Oh yes, coal. Oh, look at that stuff. Oh, just change the ash panel up. Well, just gonna get rid of the ash. Oh. There you go, look. Hey, do us a favour, will ya? If you watched the video this far, would you care to like the video? If not, hit the bell for notifications. And if you don't want to do that, share the video. And if you don't want to share it, maybe you'd like to subscribe to the channel, if I've earned it. But a like will do, and it'll really go a long way. Thanks. You know what? I always wondered where they stored headstones. Didn't realise it was right next to the railway. But the funeral director's just over there, and the headstones are stored just over there. Worked it out now. That definitely spun me out. After all, I am a gentleman of a certain age. But year in review, there's still 1 month left. 2023 is almost at a close, so what's next? Well, as I stand here, my journey is over in 2023 as my cruising has come to a close, as I'm now moored up at Barton Turn Marina. What does that mean? Well, there'll be few videos now, but I am looking forward to next year as I settle in to some nice winter moorings. I think I deserve it. I've been working hard, so thanks for watching my videos. There'll be few and far between now and 2024, but there is more to come. You know, everyone has their own favourite part of the system, and in historic Warwickshire, not far from Roman Mansetta, it is the Atherstone flight of locks on the Coventry Canal. But there are dangers in picturesque places like this, and we are reminded of the signage on some of the locks that there is potential of a fall from height. So remember, and just a little message from me, that places as beautiful as the Coventry Canal and this flight of locks, there are still dangers, hidden or obvious. So please do your due diligence when going through them, particularly for the first time, because after all, you're here to appreciate wonderful views like this. Picture postcard stuff. While me, yeah, just taking it all in. I'm just appreciating what distance I've travelled, where I've come from, where I am now, and where I hope to be in 2024. Just out for a little walk back in Atherstone, and again just reflecting on 2023. What a great year it's been for cruising. So what does moving around on the canal system do for you? Well, for me, it offers a kind of perspective that I could never get in a static place. Can't imagine I'd be the same person as I am now if I lived in a house. I'll explain. You know, you can cruise through places and you can completely miss everything about you. Point in fact, Atherstone train station, the old station house, which is now a vet's, is just one reason and another reason why I love boat life. I know, you're probably wondering what the heck is going on, but just look at this bridge that was restored in the 1990s. This is the Derby Canal. Moreover, this is the Sandyacre and Derby Canal, and there is a restoration process in play for this canal. When that is going to happen is anybody's guess, but that's been very much the subject of my video this time. As I go up and down the canals, as I have over the years, certain places catch your eye, and this one is just as fascinating as the rest. And this section looks like it's ready to go, and this leads up to the A50 motorway that is between the M1 and Derby itself. And of the total length of the canal, the existing corridor and what has been filled in, Well, full engineering and design studies have been done. The route, the levels it needs to take, costs and environmental and economic impacts have all been weighed up and balanced, and political support has been granted. And for public awareness, extra efforts are now being placed in developing an increasing social media presence, providing PR to the public and corporate world, and providing information on websites which have been recently updated. Land acquisitions by the Trust are almost complete. And in 2011, the Trust secured outline planning permission for the whole canal line. Water abstraction will be from the Derwent River in Derby. And at the Sandy Acre end of the canal, with the Erewash Canal, restoration work on the lock is almost complete. And this is a nice marker. Former Derby Canal, closed in 1964, the year I was born. So you've got the Swarkston Boat Club, which occupies a very small portion of what was the Derby Canal. Obviously restoring the Derby Canal at Chellaston, the system, what remains and what is to be restored. It'll take it through Derby city centre, that is the hope. There are boat trips down there on the existing parts of the navigation through Derby, but obviously it is hoped that it continues and obviously brings prosperity and tourism to the city, and much needed as we've seen on other canal restorations. And this is the Trent and Mersey end of the junction at Swarkston. As I've moved into the area, I'm going to make it my business to look into this further. And that's the video. Not much to bring you this week, but there are a couple of restoration projects nearby. Obviously there's the Derby Canal, which nothing seems to be really happening, but then there's the Lichfield Canal, which is just off the Coventry, which isn't far from where I'm moored now. So I'm going to be looking into that. I'll be taking the boat out occasionally between here, where I am now, Shobnall Marina, Mercia Marina, down to Sawley Cut, maybe down to Nottingham occasionally, depending on what the weather's doing, depending on what time I've got off. But you know, I haven't really got much time at the moment. It's very busy at work, so but I really do appreciate you watching the channel. And although you may not have found what I've got to offer in this video very engaging, it's of interest to me. But at least I know that there's maybe a couple of people out there that's also of interest to you. And that Derby Canal has been closed since 1964. That was the year I was born, so it's very interesting. You've got the canal section at Swarkston Junction on the Trent and Mersey, which is about 50 metres long and is part of the Swarkston Boat Club. And then at the other end at Sandy Acre, there's a similar length of canal with a couple of locks onto the Erewash Canal, which again, if they open that up from where I am now, that'd be amazing, because I could go down to the boatyard on the Erewash Canal for blacking and all that sort of stuff. So at Mills's Boatyard, which is through there and all the way to the River Trent Junction, because obviously you've got the River Saw and the River Trent and the Junction. It's brilliant. There's so much history down there. So it's still a lot to do around this area. But having said that, I'm moored up. Next video will be a little bit about the marina where I'm staying. In particular, a very interesting building, a marina with a cinema and a restaurant and a cafeteria, all as one. It's independent cinema like I've never seen it before. So I'll bring you that next week. And I think on New Year's, I'm watching The Italian Job, because it's Sir Michael Caine. He retired this year. So I'll be watching The Italian Job into the new year, and I'll be having a 5-course meal. More on this maybe in another video, or maybe that's just a little bit too private for YouTube. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Don't know when that's going to be. Take care. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you did this with your favourite boating channel too, I'm sure that they would appreciate it just as much as I do.